please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Elsie. I don't know what type of cousin sub I am today.
Okay,
it's one of those to be determined days.
Absolutely. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. And, of course, we're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Make sure you hit us up if you'd like to watch the show as we are doing the show on our YouTube page and X page at 101.7 The Truth. Also, the Truth Talk text line to join in on the conversation and the dialogue is 833-212-1017. That's 833-212-1017. As we come from a Labor Day weekend, and now kids are headed to school.
Yeah.
You know, some kids started earlier, and then, others are starting today for a majority of them. And one of the things that we'll end up discussing is some of the kids that don't get to go to school today.
Yeah.
And the reason that is. But Dame, what's going on with your family? How was your Labor Day?
My Labor Day was great. I just hung out with the fam, and we barbecued yesterday.
Okay.
And, yeah, it was just cool to not, because, I always say this, you and I, and people like ourselves, we do so much
right
during the course of a week and during a day. Mm-hmm. And so to have a whole day just off, an extra day,
right,
means a lot.
Absolutely.
It means the world. And so, because you figure, let's just say, for example, today I'm up at 5:30 to be here by 6:30, 6:45. Then I have to go to work, my regular job. And then after that, I mentor youth. So it's 3 gigs.
Right.
So when I'm here in the morning, it's a busy day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so to have that day where it's like you don't have to, and many people can attest to this, when you don't have to wake up at a certain time. Mm-hmm. There's no rush. You're not looking at okay, I got an hour to do this. Mm-hmm. I got an hour to do this. Everything, because that can become a lot.
Absolutely.
And it's so when people live their lives like that, and every day is like that, that's got to burn them out. Because not having those. And that's why, people like the president and stuff, they be like, what? He's on vacation again. I ain't mad at Trump for doing that. He be on vacation a lot. Mm-hmm. But when you have that type of job and it's always something, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're going to need a vacation every couple of months because that's a high-stress job. Not that what we do is high-stress, but I'm just saying the daily lives of people who are busy all of the time, that extra day means the world.
Well, I mean, I think it is, high stress in its own way.
Right.
Because, again, you're engaging people, you're engaging community. And some people may not be having a great day. And then it's our job to be like, hey, it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? We're human, too. We had to go through this. We went through that. We went through this. So, and then trying to help or assist people, that is stressful in itself.
Yeah.
because sometimes you're trying to help people that aren't even trying to help themselves. So it's like you trying to fight the battle, but it's like, I need your assistance in this. You know, I can get you to some of these resources that you say that you may not have, but now you have to do your part to make it work. I can't go and you can't say, well, I need water. Okay, now I go and say, okay, here's some water. Okay, now I need a cup. Okay, now let me go find you a cup.
Right.
Okay, now drink you some water. You're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Could you pour it in my mouth? It's like, look, at some point,
You're going to have to do some of this.
you're going to have to help me to help you. And that's what I be meaning when I say that. Like, you got to help me to help you. You got to help us to help you. If we're trying to, we can only do so much. You got to take the exam.
Hey, listen.
You feel what I'm saying? We can give you the information, what the, look for it this way. But when you taking that exam, they say it's on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to respect that part of it.
Listen, when I started working over at City Hall and doing that, an OG told me, they was like, look, when people call, sometimes it's something you can do and it's nothing. You just send an email, woo, wham, whatever the case may be. But if you know what you're about to do is going to require sometimes a lot of activity on your part, you got to put something on that caller or that constituent.
That's it, bro.
To see how serious, because sometimes people just get mad and they call.
Right.
And then so what I typically do is like, okay, do this for me. Send me an email with all of that information on there.
That's right.
And I'll jump on it. Or I'll give you the information to make that first call. Here's the person that you need to call.
Absolutely.
But I'm still doing my job.
Absolutely.
But I'm seeing if you understand what's about to happen and what needs to happen for this to happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when they do the Habitat for Humanity. They're building the house for these people, but the homeowner has to come and put in some sweat equity.
Absolutely.
It's sweat equity. You're going to have to do something.
And then take care of the house after it's built for you.
Right. So after I do this for you, I don't want it to be like if you call me and say, oh, DNS just hit me with a garbage fee on my lot, but I'm moving it today. Can you get that taken off, or can you get them to extend it? Okay. I go about doing that, and then the next thing I know, 2 weeks later, you calling me again.
Right.
And I'm like, but I can't do it every time. If you're a repeat offender of this, then I have to let DNS do what DNS does.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, it's just like even when coming up with the birthday party for the kids, and you're like, and as long as we've known each other, and I understand and respect the business aspect of it, you'd be like, Blow, send me an email with what you need.
Right.
And I'm on it.
Yeah.
And it's went that way every year.
But see, with you is because you ask, I know what you're going to ask for, but I just need to have it in writing.
Absolutely.
So then I'm not going to sit here and write it out.
Right. That's our receipt. That's our paper trail.
Absolutely. So when people ask, you got a million asks, okay, send me an email with that. And then I can and then once you send, and also it's like once you send me the email, now I got, your email, you got mine. I'm sending it to the person who needs to see it.
That's right.
You're going to see it. They're going to see it. And then sometimes people are like, oh, you just putting me off on somebody else.
No.
I'm actually empowering you.
There you go.
Because now you're seeing who I'm sending it to. So then in the future, if I'm not around,
that's right.
Then you can do that.
This is the department that is going to handle that.
Send it to that person. If that
you're just the conduit for it.
That's all it is.
You get what I'm saying? Why aren't some children able to go to school or teens able to go to school today, Dave? It is the first day, and I can't wait to look at social media. I love these days because social media is usually flooded with the children and their first day and all of that.
I saw my bus stop coming to work today, and it's beautiful to see.
Right, and then also where the fathers come out. Like I know Seaford every year, they have us brothers go out and be there to greet the scholars as they coming in and all of that. So I've done it. I was able to do it a few years. But there's a school here in Milwaukee that is not welcoming students today. So I want you to talk about that, and we can get people's thoughts on that.
Well, Riverside is having issues. They had a chemical spill. MPS again. They say the teachers can come in, but there was some type of chemical spill in the school, where it's preventing the kids from coming in today. So now you have to think, all of those parents, well, this is high school, so it's not as bad. But, even in high school, you don't want your kids just sitting at home.
Right.
So now they got a whole nother day of sitting at home. And then what if the kid didn't get the message or see it and shows up? Parent drops him off expecting that, hey, I'm finna drop this kid off, or whatever the case may be. So hopefully MPS went about spreading the message correctly. I guess they were saying it was some old science equipment. Mm-hmm. Mercury and some old science equipment had eroded to the point where it spilled out. And
it's on our YouTube page as well.
The fumes got all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Think on that.
Yeah.
How old does the equipment have to be?
Well, that's an old building, too.
That's MPS. Yeah.
And the thing is, what always gets me is, and it's probably just a me thing, Dame, teachers, and y'all can come in, but the students.
It's safe for the teachers.
And it's this chemical, this is mercury, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what an oxymoron. Like, hey, y'all come on in, though.
We don't care about. We don't really care about y'all.
You know
that
what
just shows how much they care about the teachers,
but
right?
Yeah. Because I'm like, how you gonna tell me that I gotta come in, but it's a chemical spill now? Chemical. People have compromised immune systems. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. So it's like, well, come on in. Yeah, y'all gotta come in though.
Yeah.
Y'all report.
Everybody else gotta be here. The kids is safe, but the students, but the staff and administrators, y'all show up.
Chemicals equals mask and suits, and you know what I mean? Like coming in, like whoa.
Yeah, just imagine though that what's your confidence gonna be in when you go into work in that school?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are you gonna? You gonna feel confident going in there that you're gonna be safe? That you're gonna be breathing in clean air?
No,
I don't think so.
So we're gonna take a safe break right now, though. That's what we're gonna do. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, and of course, we're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. The street shutdowns. We're gonna end up getting into that because that was just ridiculous. But we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation. Join Truth to Power this Friday, September 5th at Steinhoffel's Menominee Falls from 12 to 1 p.m. The Labor Day sale is extended. Save 10% store-wide or get 36 months 0% financing with purchases over $1,999. And take part in the Test Rest promotion. Try any mattress, get a $20 lunch gift card, and Steinhoffel's donates $20 to Special Spaces Wisconsin. And when you spend over $1,999, you'll get a $100 Packers gift card. See you Friday at Steinhoffel's.
Ride the wave to clean at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for a winning shine. Become a monthly member and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 per day. Plus, skip the wait in the fast lane and enjoy unbeatable amenities like free vacuums and tire air. Visit any of their convenient locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, Mount Pleasant, and New Berlin. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Learn more at tsunamiexpress.com.
Capital Insurance Agency in Brookfield is an independent, local, family-owned insurance broker that has been helping families and small businesses for 47 years. Capital Insurance's long-term customers are proof of their commitment to building relationships that last and are just not a transaction. The team at Capital Insurance takes pride in protecting you, your family, and your business. Contact Joe Sladkey, a Marquette High class of 2009 graduate, as he and the staff at Capital Insurance are ready to assist you. Learn more at capitalinsurancewI.com.
Truth Nation, are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Well, attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 11th from noon to 3 p.m. in the parking lot of Walgreens located at 9040 West Good Hope Road. Vendors from multiple employment sectors will be present to meet with you and share opportunities for hiring, training, upskilling, and so much more. They will also feature a live DJ, food, and refreshments, all while supplies last. Brought to you by Alderman Mark Chambers Rivers Jr., Alderman Lamont Westmoreland, and Alderwoman Larissa Taylor. Sponsored by City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee Common Council, City of Milwaukee Department of Administration, Office of Community Wellness and Safety, Northcott Neighborhood House, Fathers Making Progress, Northwest Side Community Development Corporation, State of Wisconsin DWD, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, UMOS, DCMKE, 30th Street Corridor, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Maximus, and Amplifier.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Black Business Give Black Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. He will be joined by Felicia, owner of Gimme Cake. They will discuss what inspired her to start a Southern-style cake made from scratch business and why she offers commercial kitchen space for other business owners to use. So again, tune into the Black Business Give Black Spotlight with Gimme Cake this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I am one of your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building, the legendary Dame Elsie, and I have yet to determine my cousin sub of the day.
But we're sponsored by Cousin Subs.
We'll see what happens by the end of the day.
That part. I would be remiss, and I wanted to make sure that more of Truth Nation was with us to just say, continue to pray. He's doing better. He's not black to where he's 100% by far. But our teammate, Sherwin Hughes, the Truth with Sherwin Hughes. So as he continues to work to get stronger and healthier, he won't be on, this week. He got to take some time. He had a serious medical emergency. And I know when he comes back, he will share it. He's been sharing some of it on his page and Hughes Views. So for those of you who keep up with him on social media and Instagram, you've been able to see a few of his videos and how he was annoyed by the one lady that was going through something that was also in. But it was serious enough to where he was in ICU. But, he was released from the hospital a day ago, a little over a day ago. And so he's at home. But for those of you who pray, send your prayers and love and support to our Truth teammate, Sherwin Hughes.
Shout out, Sherwin.
Yeah.
Get well, brother.
Yeah. So, so it's good to report that because, it could have, it wasn't a minor situation. It was a real serious and scary situation for a lot of people here at Good Karma brand. And we're just glad that he was able to get medical attention, taken to the hospital, and is now on his road to recovery. So, don't be shocked. Don't be surprised when there will be other cousin subs of the day as we hold it down for our teammate, as we should. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. So I just wanted to send my prayers out to him. And, of course, I had a blessed chance to talk to him for about an hour yesterday on the phone.
He's doing well.
Yeah. He's doing better. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like itself and all of that, but yeah, I was like, get you some rest, wait until you get doctor's orders to say, okay, you good. Yeah. Because we were just talking about how stressful, what I'm saying, trying to do a show, and he does 3 hours, you get what I'm saying? Absolutely. Monday through Friday.
That's a lot.
And then has a life outside of
businesses
the
and
truth.
Stuff he does outside.
Right. So hashtag that part. So I just wanted to give Truth Nation a update besides some that you may get from him while you see him online if you follow him on his social media platforms or whatnot. That's a great thing to be able to report that, he's on the road to recovery.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that because when we heard the news, everyone was worried. And I saw him post some stuff on Facebook. The Truth had posted a well-worded message on Instagram. And so then everybody was all abuzz, like, what's up with Sherwin? What's up with Sherwin? Hitting me and stuff. So,
Right.
And then later on, like the next day or so, he posted some stuff on Facebook.
Absolutely.
From the hospital showing that he was in good spirits and was recovering already. So that's beautiful.
Yep, absolutely. Of course, you can watch us live on our YouTube page and X page at 1017 The Truth. While you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me get some great mornings in to some of our early YouTube page watchers, I'll say. Willie Graves, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Lucretia Mason, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Alfonso Fair, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Gabe Williams, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. 50 and Fit with Mick, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sip 45, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Alfonso Dupree, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Kiana S. Williams, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. To everybody that's checking in, when we were talking about the situation with some of the people got to help us to help them, Alfonso Ferris said, nobody got time for that. You can't save yourself, but sit on your ass and wait for somebody else. No, bro, let them rot. He said, nobody gets rewards for laziness. Let's see. Also, he said, can MPS take that $2 million that they gave for the dog park downtown for them dogs to urinate and, the other where you need your bag all day, and they could put that back into the schools? Just curious. Gabe Williams said, why don't MPS use the computers for home like they did around the time COVID hit when kids had to stay home? Riverside could have done that.
Not just for one day, though.
Yeah.
They can just push it back one day and throw the day on the end of the year or something.
Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Again, so hashtag that part, hashtag facts. So again, with the school, before we end up getting ready to talk about this streets takeover, the shutdown that happened in over 20 places, give the update on Riverside University High School again for today that the students won't be attending.
Yeah, the students won't be in the class. So if you got kids and they, hopefully by now, well, this is about the time they start going to class and stuff like that. So, there was a chemical spill of some old science stuff that they had in the building. And as a precaution, they just closed down school for today. It'll be open tomorrow. Teachers got to report, but the students don't have to.
And, blame it on watching a lot of movies. When I hear chemical spill,
you just think the worst.
I'm just saying, man.
Everybody does. I'm thinking green smoke through the hallway.
Right. You know what I mean?
That.
Like, what?
It could just be a smell, like a messed up smell that they just need to air out.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
That's right. And it's the not knowing part.
Yeah.
And now you got 4 extra arms growing from you. You feel what I'm saying?
That's from watching too many movies, man.
I know, man.
I watched a lot of movies this weekend as well. And that's, you know what? Anyway, but that's from watching a lot of TV, and we create these scenarios in our minds, the worst case scenarios. And now we've created a fear that we don't need to have.
Yeah.
But it's funny, though, because that's what people always do.
Yeah.
You hear chemical spill, you just gonna be all you thinking about is
Marvel
Chernobyl.
Movies. Yep.
Thinking of
Marvel.
Chernobyl and nuclear. No, they don't have them type of chemicals in the school.
Throw the tear gas in. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you think about, right?
Yep, absolutely. Man, and this is going to be great to dialogue with the legendary Dame Elsie on this because of just different calls that I know that Alderman Russell Stanford II has to get when some of these kind of situations happen, especially, and I think you probably get some even if it didn't happen in his district because people are like, I don't know who to call, but I'm going to call, you know what I'm saying? This is the name that I hear, so I'm going to call them and ask them about it.
Absolutely.
But the street takeovers, it was so crazy for Labor Day weekend. It like over 20, the law enforcement responded to over 20. And great morning, Andrew. How are you doing, our producer?
I'm doing good, Elmer.
All right, what is the time on this clip so I'll know if we should play it when we... All right, we'll play it now. And when we come back, we need to talk about this. And there was a particular sister that had something to say that, yeah, the same old, same old. If you're on YouTube, you can watch it. If you're listening, you'll hear it.
Fireworks, more fireworks, and tire tracks. All that's left over of a Saturday night street takeover near 6th and Clybourne. And it wasn't the only one. 12 News obtaining multiple videos of different takeovers throughout Milwaukee Saturday night. 6th and Clybourne, where someone gets hit by a car. 76th and Good Hope Road, where people flooded the intersection. And Holton and Capitol, where the haze of burnt rubber filled the sky. 3 locations out of the 9 total locations where Milwaukee police received calls for service in response to the chaos.
The way they was flying through here and coming, I was like, dang.
This woman saw the takeover at the intersection of Holton and Capitol.
I'm thinking like, even though I know it's dangerous, but it's a thrill. And I was like, whoa, I need to be in one of those.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, the street takeovers are becoming a huge problem.
The dangers of those street takeovers becoming all too familiar for Milwaukee Police Association President Alex Ayala, who says the trend, coupled with a shortage of Milwaukee police officers, only makes matters worse.
We don't have enough officers. So our officers are out there, and you see the squad just waiting. There's nobody else coming. It's just one squad.
Milwaukee police have yet to answer our questions on any arrests and if any of the street takeovers are connected.
These are coordinated things that are happening, real time in social media. Unfortunately, there's not enough officers to deal with this problem.
In Milwaukee, TJ Dysart.
That's a WISN 12 News clip that we used to show you that. We got to get ready to take care of some bills, but we definitely need to talk about this. And what are your thoughts? What needs to be done? What should be done? Is there anything that can be done? We're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Brewers offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
Coming with straight truth.
Corey, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you when I first started hearing your voice. And what you're doing in the words of T-Pain and Gorilla, I love it.
Thank you, brother. Bless.
Hey, I'm down with you, man. I missed your last gathering, but the next one I'm going to be there, and I'm going to make sure I introduce myself because, hey, you're God in all circumstances.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Never miss a moment of the truth with Sherwin Hughes on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Violence is a tool. Violence is a tool of oppression. It's a tool of subjugation. It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are right. No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop. Can we at least agree on that?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
Drop my pants. I had to make sure I wasn't seen. I didn't want nobody to get surprised.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm just a real one. I peed again, came on back. I said, what y'all been doing? We've been out here for 3 hours. Y'all ain't peed yet? Just sitting here, we playing beer pong, and y'all sitting here peeing next to me? I'm still itchy today. Thinking something wrong. Am I the only one that's astonished by this?
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Well, we've got some delays southbound on 41 from just before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound delays are just before Mayfair Road up past North Avenue. Eastbound 94, we're starting to see some delays coming in from Highway 100 all the way through the Stadium interchange. And the westbound side's also backed up from about 25th Street through the Stadium interchange as well. We've got some backups northbound 4394 coming out of the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 76. Tonight, increasing clouds, a slight chance for showers, low of 61. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Milwaukee, get ready for the ultimate flavor and music fest. Tacos and Tequila Fest is going down on Saturday, September 13th at Franklin Field. Enjoy your favorite throwback hits with performances by Little John, Pretty Ricky, B.O.B., Tina, and more. This event is strictly 21 and up, so leave the kiddos at home and get ready to vibe out. Live music, DJs, food trucks, tequila tastings, and all the vibes you can handle, all in one epic day. Tickets are going fast. Get yours now at tacostequilafest.com/market/Milwaukee. You drink tequila, Dave?
I do not.
Me either. I don't drink alcohol, period.
No, I drink alcohol.
Just not tequila.
Just not tequila.
Okay.
I'm not a frequent drinker. You know what I mean? I don't have any liquor in the house. If that shows you how much I drink, I have to be out in the world, in public. And even then, it's not a lot.
I throw so many events that, you'd be surprised. Be like, and you don't drink? Be like, yeah, I don't. But it's there for
you
the
can't
others.
You can't be out in the world and trying to DJ and handle business and be drunk.
Right.
That's your office.
So we're talking about the street takeovers. And, Dane, did you pay attention to the sister that was talking at the end? And Andrew, if we can play
It was flying through here and coming. I was like, dang.
This woman saw the takeover at the intersection of Holton and Capitol.
I'm thinking like, even though I know it's dangerous, but it's a thrill. And I was like, whoa, I need to be in one of those.
See, this is where I say
she's giving her truth.
You're part of the problem, though.
She's giving her.
And that's the scary reality part that we do need to hear. But it's like, so when you say, if it was any of her children, is she good with it? Because it is thrilling and it's exciting. Is that now once your son or daughter is one of the ones like that got hit? Because at a lot of them, there are people that get hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I cut you off. My bad.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
These things happen all over the country.
Right.
And the first time I saw evidence of it, I was in Atlanta, and my homeboys, he had Atlanta, everything is gated communities and stuff, right?
Right.
And so we were walking around, old men walking in the morning doing our little workout, and you could see the
tire marks,
in the intersection, and this was 4 or 5 years ago, and it was just funny that he was like, I hope my boy went in that, because his son was in high school at the time. He had a souped up car and stuff. He was like, I hope my boy went in that. But this stuff is all over the country, and so it's like now it's finally hitting Milwaukee, and it started in Milwaukee maybe last summer. I know they had something on it was earlier in this summer before it got big.
Yep, absolutely.
It was on like Cesar Chavez or something. They had one over there, and I think somebody got shot or something over there or something. It was something that happened over there, and I say all of that to say that this is if you're that woman that said it's exciting, right? First of all, I want to know how old she is. She may still be young. She may still be in her 20s, early 30s or something. So it may be exciting to her.
Yeah,
and she may not be thinking about having.
She looked older than 20-something, though. She definitely looked like she could have been.
You know,
her
these days you can't tell.
mid
no
to
more.
late 30s.
These days you can't tell no more, Homer.
Yeah.
It ain't like black don't crack no more.
Yeah.
The stuff these kids put in their body, they look 25. They 25 looking 40.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother subject.
Mm-hmm. It was.
She's old enough to know better.
She's old enough to know better, right? But I'm just saying, you know,
if these
she
are the
may
people
not
that are
recognize the
leading.
seriousness of it. But regardless of that, she should have.
But she did, because she made it an oxymoron. It was like she was scared, but then it was exciting. You get what I'm saying? So you acknowledge that it ain't cool, but then you say, but it's exciting.
So it's bungee cord jumping. It's
You know what I
scary,
mean?
But it's exciting.
Right.
So, you know, people just like, they don't a lot of times, and then if you maybe sit her down and explain to her, like, this is why this is not good, because you have an intersection blocked off. What if somebody is trying to get to the hospital?
Absolutely.
What if somebody's giving birth? You know, these are all.
That's what law enforcement has said at some of the organized meetings that I'm able to attend, where they bring a lot of the community groups in, and we get to, so like with the earlier takeovers that were happening, the street takeovers, you know, they ended up showing us some videos, and it was like, and this was this, and this was that, and this is over here, and we're talking about, you know, some of the things that they are trying to do, which then after they brought it out publicly, you heard the city saying that we were trying to give $500 fines and to even the spectators, and now perhaps trying to tow cars and things of that nature. In this particular situation, I believe they said it was 3 people arrested and 6 citations, and 5 something else, 5 cars towed or something like that. So those were some of the numbers that they were talking about. But again, the danger is so dangerous. And the whole thing while they're doing it, Dame, is to be right out there or in the middle of or standing right on the outskirts while these cars are drifting.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And so what is, and we know that it's been happening in other places, but how do we get a grip on it here? You know, what can the city do? You get what I'm saying, to help get a grasp on this thing?
What they doing, I guess, towing cars and issuing citations. Those are the only powers the city has. You know, is issuing, and as far as enforcement, issuing citations and towing cars. And if that's what it takes to make the youth or whomever, this ain't just youth though, because these is
right. Oh yeah,
cars.
Absolutely.
So whatever it takes to make those
they share that
in
with
that
us.
culture, whatever it takes to make them decide, okay, this isn't worth it anymore. Because anything we do from the city side of it boils down to hitting somebody's pockets, right? So if I can make it, whereas this is not worth it, where the cons of it. Whereas if I'm getting a $5,000 ticket, if I'm out here drifting in an intersection, it's not worth it now. The fun and all of it, it's not even worth it now. So you have to make it so the consequence is so heavy that it's no longer worth it. And I'm not even talking about, you know, you don't want to put nobody in jail and do all of that stuff, but you want to make the fines on it and things like that so high that, look, we're going to take your license. We're going to take your registration on your car. You ain't going to have no license. You ain't going to be able to have no car. You all of this stuff, right, that you can do to people before you start sending them to jail for it.
But a lot of them, they ain't even got their license now that's doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So that I think that also becomes part of the issue. It's like, man, you know how many people got fines and tickets that they ain't
but
paid?
You gotta do progressive discipline is what I'm saying. So
yeah, I know that's how they do. Right.
It's progressive discipline. So you start here, boom, 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 and the next thing you know, all right, now we got to lock you up. You still out here drifting, and you still out here doing all of this stuff. Now you're going to have to sit for a couple months, and maybe that'll make you stop. But I think...
How long does it take for that progressive discipline? Like what is the time frame? Because I'm such a, like, we need some actions right now.
I guess with progressive discipline is also you can say it depends on how often this person gets caught out there, and it's about the municipalities actually sticking to the discipline as it's lined out, right? With this one, you got the police talking about it's not enough officers to stop what's going on. I don't know about that. And I also don't know. I also hate, this is just a sidebar, I also hate when the police unions do that, take an issue and then use it to their benefit. Like, oh, it's not enough officers. That's why we can't stop this, or we can't do this. But really, they just want more officers because then they can get more money to the union. And then, so it's always boiling down to the money. I don't like it when they take issues and turn them into a political football. But anyway, outside of that, the political discipline the progressive discipline that needs to take place is, hey, we're going to tow your car. Now you're going to have to pay $400 to get this car out. And for every day that is in there, there's something else that, a fee. Now you got to get, if you don't have insurance, now you got to get insurance. Now you got to get your license to get your car out of this mug. Stuff like that, right? We need to enforce stuff that's already there to make sure that this happens.
Of course, Truth Nation, we'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Talking about the street shutdowns, street takeovers that are happening here in our city. There was just so many, as they were saying, like it was over 20 that they got calls for. And when these things are happening around the same time. So 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. We definitely need to hear your thoughts and what are some solutions. You've heard how the city approaches it with progressive discipline. Is that enough? Will that work in your opinion? What are some ideas or suggestions that you may have? We want to hear those, but we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, you are listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with
legendary Dame Elsie.
And we'll be back to take your calls and read your comments on the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. We'll be
You're
black.
listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this money.
Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away. So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. We are the American Cancer Society, making strides against breast cancer. We are nearly 1 million strong and growing stronger every day. Join us on Saturday, October 11th at 8 a.m. at Summerfest Southgate as we come together for the Making Strides of Milwaukee Walk. Whether you walk for a survivor, in the memory of a loved one, or to support the American Cancer Society, you bring us closer to a future free from breast cancer. Are you ready to join the #1 breast cancer movement in the country, right here in Milwaukee? Sign up for free today at www.makingstrideswalk.org/Milwaukee WWF. DWI.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Great morning, Truth Nation. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub. And, of course, the legendary
Dame Elsie. I don't know what sub I am yet. I still haven't decided.
That's
Maybe
right. That's
hour
right.
2, I'll make that determination.
We're sponsored by Cousin Subs. Of course, we're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We're talking about the street takeovers that took place over this Labor Day weekend and how many, it was so many of them. What can be done, what needs to be done, what should be done. Again, I want to go to our YouTube page and read some of the comments from some of the YouTube Truth Nation people. Sylvia Coleman said, an old girl on national TV talking about it's exciting is super stupid.
I can't argue with that.
Lucretia Mason said, cue the National Guard. The police need help.
With that. I can definitely argue with that.
Gabe Williams said, ignorance is bliss. Sylvia Coleman said, that don't mean that these idiots got to follow everybody that's doing this type of crap, as you said about the fact that it's been in Atlanta and some other places for a while. Gabe Williams said, it's the thrill these Toys R Us adults won't grow up from.
It's absolutely adults.
RC Creation Muse, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Said that hanging out the window of a car while speeding / drifting is what shocks me every time.
Yeah, you gotta be half stupid to do that. I would never risk my life in that situation, but that's just me.
Yeah, and let's see. Gabe Williams said some mature, some are not. It's time to force people to get their license or ban them from driving in general. We wouldn't have reckless driving if that happened. So they don't care. They're not.
They'll make them get on the bus, and if you read the news about the buses, they nobody's paying for the buses. So
yeah,
that's a whole
and man,
but we'll talk about that.
But let's see. Venus Jones said these YNs are not going to care about tickets, citations. They probably aren't even driving their own cars anyway.
And see, that's what I had to respond to, because what the issue we're talking about here is that these aren't young people.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't young people that are driving these cars, because those cars are expensive. Those aren't standard factory Corolla they burning rubber in. You see all them lights and stuff that's going on. You see all of the up to date items that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a car guy, but I don't know. But all of the stuff that they've added on extra to these vehicles,
kits and all of that, and nitro and all of that.
Exactly. That's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that they've added on to this stuff. Now, you probably got some people that's in the streets that can pay for that and do that. But a lot of times, these are people spending their money to go do that. That's why I'm saying you take that car from them, they going to be mad about that, because that's their baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like a raggedy something out here. That's their baby.
Right.
If anybody's ever had a car like that, or had something that's souped up, or had a car they just loved a lot. Like I always wanted a Jeep Wrangler. I finally got one, right? If it's taken, I'm gonna be hurt,
right?
Because it's my baby right now,
Right.
And so that's all I'm saying.
All right. Want to get to some more of these comments and then go right to our Truth Nation Truth Talk text line, because we got G High holding and we got Al holding. Abstract Nora, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Said on 16th Street, they get together like that for Cinco de Mayo and Mexican independence. I saw the video. 2 black girls started fighting for who knows, and a Mexican guy shot his gun in the air. Duke, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, I'm going to say, let's not have a death squad in position. And, of course, let me see a couple of more. Let's see. All right. Gabe said, get insurance and renew your license or be banned from driving. And if someone is selling cars, they need proof of your insurance and DLs and driver's ed testing as well, even dealerships and auctions. Gabe said, kids or teens need adults at all time until they are at legal age to drive alone.
Again, it's not kids and teens that's doing this. They watching.
Right.
But they're not the ones that are causing the scene.
G High has been patiently holding. G High, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. What's your truth on this topic?
Great morning, brother. Love and appreciate you, too. Before I make my statement, I just want to be clear. You said there were over 20 of them this weekend,
yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
20 of those, right?
Yes, sir.
And to your knowledge, did anybody get shot or killed?
People got hit, but nobody got shot or killed.
By cars? They got hit by cars?
Hit by the cars that were drifting.
Okay, so
I
understand what we're saying.
Hang on, G.I. Hang on, G.I. We played a video where you actually see one of and it looked like a teen that got hit.
They got hit by a car?
The drifting car, the car that's doing the takeover.
Okay.
Because their whole thing is they stand in the middle of them, and then they stand on the outskirts.
Yeah.
And then they hang out the cars.
They're trying to get the best video.
They got two on each side hanging out the car windows. So yeah.
Okay, so
go ahead.
I totally get that, and it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous, especially when you're doing it in an uncontrolled environment like that. But I got to thinking to myself, we live in a top 10 dangerous city in the United States of America, and if these young people can put together 20 of these things without anybody getting shot or physically harmed with violence that plagues our city, we got to find a way for them to do this in a controlled environment in some streets that ain't going to impact
it wasn't young people. It's not young people.
No, I'm not saying young people as far as
you said if
teenagers.
They
I'm
saying
saying
put
young
it together.
adults. Because just like my brother said, they afford these cars, right? This is not a group of drug dealers. This is not a group of shooters. These are regular people that work, but they got the interest in their cars. We got to find a way. The State Fair Mile, offshoot street, that intersection that don't have no because we taking everything away from them. They can't go to the clubs. They can't do the what's the name. We're going to send them all to the streets. We got to find a way to work with the people that's being nonviolent. Yes, it's very, very dangerous, but we can get it controlled. They just basically having fun with cars. If we can get it under control. Because if we take everything away from them, what they going to do?
Get their mind right. But thank you for your call. I appreciate you. We're going to try to take Al right now. Al, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Truth Nation, the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. Al, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your truth on this?
My truth is that that's doing too much. I will make their life a living hell. The first time you get a ticket for $5,000. Second time, smash the car. Smash it. And when you do get your license, you're going to have SR22 for 10 years. Don't give a damn what you got to go through. You are a big, grown, able-bodied, flat-footed adult who have the free will. So why should we go the extra mile for something that you know how to do? Make their life a living hell and make them pay through the rough, from the ruler to the tooler, from the front to the back. Charge them and keep them broke. Point blank, period. See, this is the problem. We always got to go the extra mile and find a way. So what you want us to do, clean and wipe your ass too? Absolutely not. Make their life a living hell. Maybe Jesus will save them. SR22, and you got to blow on the blow too, even if you don't drink. Stupid is, stupid does. You're a grown deal. Make their life a living hell. Don't nobody got time for that. Anybody paying any premiums? Anybody paying any premiums? And if you grown, you need to still toe boot up your crack anyway, but not that because some of y'all don't know how to wipe right. No, make their life a living hell. SR22. Second time, I don't care if the car brand new, smash it right on the spot. And you're going to pay SR22 for 10 years. And you're going to pay a $15,000 fine. So what? You got the money, right? It pays the cost to be the boss. Well, boss that. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, Al.
I ain't mad at Al.
Hey, man, listen.
When you take my man G.I., what he said, and you add it to what Al said,
right?
I think you have a plan that is coming together. And we developing this plan right here on 101.7 Truth in the Morning. You provide them, you let them be at Old Northridge or something, or one of these old places that has a big parking lot, right? You go there. It's a free zone. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But if I catch you on the street doing that, I'm taking your car, I'm impounding it, and I'm crushing it. So now you can make that with progressive discipline, now you can make that discipline even more harsh because I've given you an opportunity to do something over here. You've refused. Now, boom, there's nothing else I can do for you.
Former Alderman Mike McGee Jr. ended up trying that. And so that's why when I heard what G.I. was saying, he tried that when cruising was at an all-time high. He literally got what was then, it's American Family Field now, but it may have been Miller Park or something before at the end, and to try to stop the issues with the cruising and people on the streets. So he got it where they could go down there on, I don't know if that would still be Canal or whatever it was, whatever that street is, like once you go inside and come off of 41 or whatever, and well, it's 175 now, I believe. But yeah, you would go down there.
Palermo's and all that is now, right?
Yeah, down there, like by the actual stadium for, baseball. And he tried that and saying like, we're going to do it in a controlled environment and all of that. And it still went awry. So that's you get what I'm saying?
When you say it went awry, what do you mean? What happened?
There were shootings. People were going there to fight. And
there you go.
You get what I'm saying? So
now you know what the issues could happen if you do it, right? And you do stuff to stop that. Everything is a learning curve. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Truth Nation, the Truth Talk text lines are open. We want to hear from you. What is your truth? 833-212-1017. We're talking about the street takeovers, the street shutdowns. It's a problem. It's a problem. So how do we fix it? We'll be black.
Hey, Truth fam. This is your girl, Melanie Ricks, and I want to remind you to tune into Nothing But the Truth digital show with me, Melanie Ricks, presented by Visit Milwaukee. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m., a new episode drops on the 1017 The Truth YouTube page. And since it is on YouTube, I hold nothing back. I give you all my hot takes on celebrity gossip and give you the tea on relationships that you don't want to miss. Subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you never miss Nothing But the Truth digital show, dropping every Wednesday at 6 p.m., presented by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
The biggest snowflakes out here are always been the white Republicans, who are so gung-ho on protecting the feelings of white kids while they ignore the needs of other kids. If Milwaukee's youth has a problem with fighting, well, white youth have a problem with being destructive and offensive. So it is sad that our government is actively working to de-emphasize educating and uplifting students of color in different backgrounds on college campuses. That emphasis is going to be diminished, and the only kids that will suffer will be our kids. They were willing to hold up the advancement of the state of Wisconsin because they disagree with DEI. What are white Republicans afraid of? Why are they afraid to face the fact that their grandmas and grandpapas were part of a system which purposely held black folks back and failed to give us the access that we deserve? Until these politicians stop ignoring these egregious acts of hate and racial incidents, America can never be great again.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're back. Welcome. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I am your legendary cousin sub of the day, Homer Blow, and he is the legendary
Dame Elsie.
Our Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. The street takeovers, the street shutdowns. What is your thoughts? Were you impacted? Anybody that may have been impacted? I mean, they were on 91st Street.
They was all over.
Man, bruh.
76. And
91st and Mill Road. They were on 76 and Good Hope. They were on 6th and Clybourne. By like the Milwaukee Tool thing. I got so many clips. So many clips. You know, I don't have all 20 locations, but it was just, and just the fireworks and the proximity. Yeah, man.
So that's really like you're showing, it's really like somebody is planning this. You know what I mean? So it's really like, and I guarantee you, I'm not going to put nobody on blast, but I was saying this off air. I guarantee you that a lot of those car shops that soup up these cars and do this, they involved in some way because that's the community. So you have to, if you watch those Fast and the Furious movies, and if that is any representation of what this is like, it's a small community of people that are actually have the capabilities to do this, right? Have the capabilities to pull this off. Have the capabilities to connect with all of these people and say, this is what we're going to do. If you want to prosecute, go get them. You know, a lot of times, and this is off the subject, but a lot of times our deterrence of things that are occurring are we're dealing with the symptoms, the after effect. We're being so reactionary to it instead of being proactive, instead of, okay, we know this is happening. These are going on. Where are these people getting these cars done? Let's go holler at them. Where is that taking place? Because I guarantee you they know.
Oh, yeah. So absolutely.
If they know, then let's have a conversation with them. And that's the problem with Milwaukee as opposed to places like Baltimore and places where they have connected with the community and crime and everything is going down. It's just that lack of, we just want to pounce on everything and destroy it, right? And that's not wrong. You're not wrong in thinking that.
But we got to get to the root, too.
But we got to get to the root, too.
Which is something also that I noticed. I saw a story on these vape shops. Oh, they hurt now because the new law has been enacted. And so it's a lot of the products that most people would come in to buy that they had to take off their shelves. Yeah. Like beginning yesterday or today. That's great. So, yeah, and it's a great thing. Anita Nicole, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. We see you again. You can check us out on our YouTube and X page at 1017 The Truth. While you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. This is Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We've got Blake. Blake, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth on this topic?
Good morning, my man. How both of y'all doing, man? I'm good.
Blessed.
Doing all right, bro.
Blessed, bro.
Okay, when we came up, Homer, no, we was just surviving. You know what I mean? Either our dads were in the house, was taking care of our moms and themselves and their side chick. Some of them didn't have side chicks. Some of them was just taking care of their family. We was just trying to live, dude. You know what I mean? When the candy painted the rims and they was doing the Craigs with the 6x9s in the back. Some people, you know, we were just living. If you was hustling, you was hustling. Then the flamboyant guys came out. But just day one survival, man. What they doing is they selling cars to people with no insurance, selling cars to people with no license. It's just money first, and then they getting these cars fixed to do these donuts. They was on 60th. I mean, they was on Sherman and Mill Road by the funeral by the graveyard. If this is calculated chaos, all they have to do is check these cameras, and everybody's car should be towed. And if you don't have license, they should be fined. Because sooner or later, something's gonna happen. Like if y'all watching on Extra and all that, or when these shows and them cars go out of control and somebody gets smacked or ran over, then it's gonna be, we shouldn't let them do it. Abide by the rules, and like I said, the drag race, they have that for them, but not in this county. They're not gonna let you do it at the mile. Giving them space to do it out there, still gonna have to. That's gonna take people and resources to sit out there and watch these fools waste gas and fumes, and they're gonna keep on partying. They're gonna bring them people in here, man. It's gonna be a wrap, dude. I'm telling you, like, y'all keep on. They say this, they doing strategic stuff. The vice president was just here. Then he said our name on TV, man. These people not playing with these people, man. And once again, the ones who need to hear this that's why y'all need a megaphone going through the city instead of sitting in that booth. Y'all, the people that need to be listening to this, not listening to the radio. So y'all just be safe, man. Dame L, y'all be doing y'all thing, man. Homie, y'all be doing y'all thing. This team is working too. So just management, just keep the truth alive. Just the real ones is out here. We just got too much to lose, man. So we got to have a strategic plan if we gonna really do something. So y'all be good.
Thank you,
have a good Tuesday.
All right, you too, man. You too. Yeah, man. I mean, he brought up a lot of great points, man.
I think, and this is what I was saying also during the break, when you have GI's, I guess that was the brother's name. G-High. And then you had Al.
Mm-hmm.
Al was making sense. But you have to put those two together.
Mm-hmm.
And but you also have to, in doing that, like you brought up the fact that Mike Jr. had tried to do it with the cruising, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, if the city doesn't want to see something happen, they don't put behind the resources and they don't give you the legs to stand on to make it successful, right? They cut you off at the knees, is the saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you give them a space to do it, but you connect it with those shops that are doing this souped up stuff, that are giving, you connect them with that community and partner with the community, not just say, okay, this is something y'all doing, here go a space to do it. You partner with that community, and in partnering with that community, you also have it where it's actually a controlled space where you are checking in when you come in. Police are there. You got cameras up already, and now you have provided the resources for this to be successful and taking it off of the streets. And a lot of times in Milwaukee, we don't do that. We don't provide the resources for something to be successful. We don't accept that, okay, this is what the youth are doing. This is what this community is doing. Let's find a way to make it more appropriate and put it in a place or make it in a position where we can use this to our advantage instead of just, we finna pull down the Thanos slap down on it. You know what I mean? So I think in other places, in other cities, in Baltimore, like I said, in Jackson, Mississippi, in places where they have progressive mayors and people that are looking to be community, they think about how I can use this to my advantage instead of how can I just swipe this off the map. You get what I mean?
On our True Talk text page, great morning to Brother Torreno Hayes. He said, yeah, the street takeovers is foul, man. It's real foul. And I think, again, as people are being affected by these things, like what can be exciting, as the lady said, it's traumatizing. Like, as if we don't hear enough. Usually when we hear the burning rubber, we see somebody's car flipped over, or up in somebody's house, and you give it a, we've seen the trauma side of it, and it's like, uh-oh, what's going on? And then add that with fireworks, which with the amount of gunshots that we hear already, and some of these fireworks, you can't even decipher whether it's a firework or it's a gun, because they got so many different ones that have different amounts of. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Sick of this. On 4th of July, I'm sick of fireworks.
Man,
anyway.
bruh.
So when I hear the fireworks,
because they start before in the inner city. Man,
calls
like
I get about the fireworks is crazy. But what are you gonna do? You can't. You send the police out there. By the time the police get there, all it is smoke. I had to drive on the 4th of July. This is off the subject, but I had to drive on the 4th of July.
Me too.
And so I'm driving the city, and it looks
they
like
were set up on the medians, man. It was all smoke.
The whole city was covered with smoke. If you had asthma or something, it was rough on you for 4th of July. But back
my vehicle ended up getting hit with fireworks because they again, it's a mutated sense. That's why I talk about a mutated generation. They be aiming at the vehicles.
Where was you at, Homer?
51st Street, headed over to Oasis, to Villard. So between Capitol and Villard, I was catching hell. I'm glad that I wasn't, in the Army or anything to where it's the PTSD. Because
I've had people call and actually say that I got PTSD and these fireworks that this person next door to me puts off every year. Why can't you stop them every year from doing it? And I feel for them. But then again, the police are sitting there watching the Fast and the Furious go on. You think they gonna rush to stop somebody with some fireworks? No,
man.
And that's just the sad state of affairs. But back to this, what I'm saying, they even got fireworks, right? Mm-hmm. They got all of this stuff, and they got, but like G.I. did say, there was nobody got shot at none of these things. So they've shown they can have these things, and it's a community somehow that is behind this. It's not just some random stuff. This is something that's planned. There's a community. So how do we tap into that community and use it to our advantage as a city? That's all I'm saying.
Andrew, producer.
How low is the bar that nobody got shot, so this is a good thing?
Hey, man, that's real talk, though.
Yeah, because I actually hate when people try to make it make sense on that kind of level. Like, so all of those people, I've seen the ones downtown where the people did fall out the windows that are sitting on the window sills of these cars. You get what I'm saying? And to say like, well, but as long as it's in a controlled environment, what the hell?
A controlled environment, yes. We need to control it.
But if they're doing it, but if they're doing it the same way with hanging out the windows,
that's what I'm saying. You control it. Maybe you don't let them hang out the windows. Maybe you say, you can come here and do this. You can come here and do this, but you can't hang out the windows. We don't want nobody dying on our watch. So no hang. And if you are hanging out the windows, have on a helmet.
Right.
Take precautions. And make it a part of some type of show.
And part of that is that's where they rebel and say, we're not coming there. We're gonna just keep doing it here. So we'll talk about it more. True Talk text lines 833-212-1017. We're talking about the street takeovers / street shutdowns that have been going on, because that's what it does. It shuts down that community while they're doing what they're doing until police are able to arrive. And you got 20 different situations, and you're going to need more than one car. And we heard in the story that it was only one car that showed up to some of these scenes. We got to take care of some bills. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation. Join Truth to Power this Friday, September 5th at Steinhoffel's Menominee Falls from 12 to 1 p.m. The Labor Day sale is extended. Save 10% store-wide or get 36 months 0% financing with purchases over $1,999. And take part in the Test Rest promotion. Try any mattress, get a $20 lunch gift card, and Steinhoffel's donates $20 to Special Spaces Wisconsin. And when you spend over $1,999, you'll get a $100 Packers gift card. See you Friday at Steinhoffel's.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those
organizations, they have the resources. They have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Your ideas are what sets you apart from the competition. Whether a large or small business, the experts at Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law can provide the legal advice you need to protect those ideas. Thank you to our sponsor attorney and Junior Hilltoppers coach Michael Gratz. You have ideas, and we protect them. Call Michael at 414-225-1666 for more information. Boyle Frederickson and Michael are celebrating 25 years of service.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Truth Talk text lines are open 833-212-1017. Again, what is your solutions? What are your ideas on how we could curb this trend that has finally made it to Milwaukee, and it's creating a lot of craziness, and it's terrifying to a lot of people, but it's fun to others, and some grown folks talking about it's fun. You know, it's exciting.
And coming, I was like, dang.
This woman saw the takeover at the intersection of Holton and Capitol.
I'm thinking like, it's, even though I know it's dangerous, but it's a thrill, and I was like, whoa, I need to be on one of those. They was flying through.
Young people, now, it may be older Toys R Us adults driving them, but them be people that's just out there, and a lot of them you could see were young, because even when downtown, when about 2 or 3 of them fell out of the car when they were speeding, drifting, they were teens. Mm-hmm. They were teens. The one shown on the news, that was a teen that ended up getting hit. So it's, like I say, to change the narrative to where I get some people want to say, oh, well, but it's fun and it's entertaining. But when people are being hit, people are falling out, getting injuries that they're going to live with for the rest of their life. Not so much. We're going to go to the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. Brian, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth on this topic?
Marcelo, we got a lot of open areas in this city that can be utilized. I mean, if the city itself is broke and needs money, maybe they should find these areas that we have that would be conducive to using this kind of behavior and monetize it. I mean, they could open up the Midtown for the black folks. They could open up the somewhere down there in Miller Valley. I think it's Miller Valley. Mm-hmm. Somewhere down there by Potawatomi Bingo. Mm-hmm. A whole area is just wide open down there that they seldom even utilize. Where that court, not court, but that field that never gets used, they could ground that up and turn that into a place where people can go drift and entertain and have fun with their cars. There are lots of open spaces that the city can use to stop these people taking over streets and make a profit on it. All it is opening up a clear space. I mean, all that stuff over there at Midtown is an eyesore. They can mow all that stuff down and cover it all up with nice, clean pavement. Probably wouldn't cost over $50,000 and have the blacks in our city that like to drift and do car stuff. Let them go over there, and they can monetize it and they can monitor it. It's all in one spot. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Just to have everybody sign an NDA that if you kill yourself, you're not going to sue the city.
Hey,
thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Yeah. We're going to Hank. Hank, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth on this particular topic?
Hello?
Yep, you're on the air.
I was just finding it strange. Like, he's talking about the cops are short-staffed and they want more money. Like, there's a meeting this Friday morning, or actually a protest outside of City Hall that off-duty officers will be participating in, protesting to the mayor that they want more funding. And I'm kind of finding that strange. Like, people seem to want people to do everything but want them to have nothing. So, like, people getting treated so bad in society, that's the issue with trust with the police, and they want more money. It's like, dang, how's everybody else supposed to feel the value there? So, like, what we want, because they're offering that to bring in the National Guard, but we're short-staffed, so, be careful what we're doing and what we're thinking here, because, what makes the most sense at this point.
All right. Thank you for your call. Winky Blue, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth on this topic?
Hey, good morning, my man. I kind of agree with, I do agree with Brian besides the Midtown. That's, that wouldn't be a good place, Brian, because, you have to almost be in an industrial area for that. Right. And I think that would be a great thing. I remember when Mike tried to put something down like that, and they shot it down. But, cruising and this takeover stuff has been going. I remember when I was a little kid, if you had a nice hot rod, you get out on Highway 100, man, and you would have street races and have some real fun out there. It was only until blacks started to really coming out there that they stopped the cruising, because you used to go to Highway 100, man, and if you had a hot rod, you had anything slick, you wanted to go to Highway 100, man, and it wasn't a lot of blacks that was tied up in there. Then Ace and all them guys started building real hot rods, but they took their stuff and started a Black Sunday with it, and that's only once a year. But I think that Brian is on to something, especially monetizing it, getting in there has to be some sort of industrial area where we can put something together like that and monetize it and get some money, because they can stop it if you bring in the military or whatever. You can definitely stop it, but then they just move somewhere else. Remember the cruising? They moved we tried to pull Highway 100 off, but Homer, they wasn't having it out there. So now you can't even cruise Highway 100. Now you go down one time and come back, that's it. You better not get caught. If the wrong police out there, they finna ticket your butt. So you can do one cruise on Highway 100. That's down it and back, but it ain't nothing like they used to have lawn chairs out there, man. Everybody come to see them cars, man. But times have changed. So with this, like my man was saying, you definitely have to put security in force, because we're dealing with a different time, man. A lot of them kids, they got their UDs with them, and so we definitely they have to definitely know that if you get within this vicinity, hey man, you subject to be jailed, for real though, So hey, I like the idea with them going somewhere, man, but I don't like the idea with them surfing out that car, because somebody gonna fall out that car and bust that head to the white beat, and it's gonna be over.
They have been, bro. They've already been doing it, Winky Blue. It's already been happening. But thank you for your call.
Look at me agreeing with Winky 2 days in a row. Shout out to Winky.
I think you got about 3 times that you've agreed with.
It's 2 times in a row though. It was Friday and it was today. So that's a shout out to Winky. Because Winky, we thinking the same. Because you're right. when they used to, back in the day, cruise, and when the white kids are doing it, it's they're just having a good time. But when black kids or minority kids start doing it, then it's the end of the world, and we gotta shoot this down. And like I said, it's dangerous to do anything. You can bust your head going skateboarding. You can bust your head riding a bicycle on a dirt trail. Anything can happen, but we just have to make things in a controlled environment and make it so that, and when I say control, I really mean like control. And the only way you can control it and not lose the essence of it is to involve those who are, regardless of whether you want to or not, involve those who are planning these. So then it's the essence of it and authenticity of it, because a lot of times in these cultures, the authenticity of it is what matters. It's whether or not this is it's the man doing this, or because a lot of this is rebellion. So if it's the man doing this and putting us over here, then no, I ain't going. But if it's my people saying to me, hey man, let's go over here and monetize this and make this a business and watch this grow, and everybody can get something from this, then that's different.
All right, we got to get ready to take care of some bills again. We want to hear from you. Trying to find out some of the YouTube page. We're trying to figure this out and make sure that everybody is able to leave your comments. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
We both have never. We both have never seen it. But we're going to figure it out. So we got to get ready to take care of some bills. We're still talking about the street takeovers / street shutdowns and getting your thoughts and opinions, Truth Nation, on what do you think could be done. And we've heard some great suggestions. And this is what it takes. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And when certain meetings are held, people, you got to attend them. So if the city does put together some meetings, or if some community organizations put together some meetings, you got to go attend them. You can't let it be the same 5 or 6 people that go to all of those kind of meetings. You got to come out in numbers, because if they decide on something and then they take it to the city and say, bam, this is what we like to suggest to help deal with this problem. And then you be like, nah, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. You're hollering on the sidelines. Yeah. It's not going to do a damn thing to change the situation. You got to be involved. You got to help us to help you. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, you know, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive on Collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
We've got some backups for sure. Southbound on 43 coming in from just south of Brown Deer Road all the way down past Capitol Drive to about Burleigh. Westbound 94, a heavy ride from about 30th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard, and then again west of Highway 100 to the county line. Eastbound's backed up from the zoo, pretty much solid all the way to 35th Street. Southbound 41 is going to be slow from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive, with the northbound side slowing down right about at Watertown Plank Road, and that'll stretch all the way up past Capitol Drive as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 76. Tonight, increasing clouds, a slight chance for a shower, a low of 61. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're Black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Elsie.
And he's figuring out.
No, I think I may have figured it out now.
Okay.
I think I may have figured it out.
What you got?
I am a sub that whatever the most confused sub you can get. Because right now we're trying to get the YouTube chat line.
Yeah.
So y'all
not blocked, people. Y'all not blocked.
Nobody's been blocked. We just something clicked and live commentary mode is on.
Yeah.
And it's not letting anybody say anything. So
right.
It's you're not alone in this. So
right.
my sub of the day is whatever is the most confusing sub, mix match personal sub you can make up. That's
the kitchen sink sub.
The kitchen
that
sink
usually
sub
has everything.
Yeah, because I'm confused with y'all.
We are confused. So you are not alone. I'm just saying I can't sing, but I'm just saying that hashtag.
You can't
that
sing.
part.
You can't rap.
Yeah. I can rap. 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 I can rap.
You can rap.
You don't like it, but I can rap
good.
There you go. To you.
So
but that's to you. That's to you. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. It's to you. So there are some other people, man. They're like, man, go ahead, go for it.
They think you go.
They go because I'm not a rapper.
You're not.
So because of that,
I've heard
my freestyle things, my friend. But again,
the word, I'm waiting on the rhyme. And you just forget it.
Yeah, because for me, it's just like when people are listening to poetry.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Some people are like, okay, I thought that was supposed to rhyme, and it's like poetry ain't about rhyming,
but kind of rapping.
It's not.
So.
But poetry is not all rapping.
So you're doing poetry then?
So no, not all rapping. Not all rapping rhymes. Have you heard Milwaukee music lately?
It rhymes.
Thank you. No.
Prodigy was notorious for having a bar where it wasn't a rhyme, but but the rhyme is coming.
Yeah, but let me just say that there's a lot that it doesn't, and it's offbeat.
Listen,
it's offbeat.
I'm gonna do me
a whole lot of them
too.
You know what I'm saying?
If it don't have this in it, it ain't Milwaukee. I'm going to give it a clap song, too. Shout out to my people out there, the big clappers.
But will it be on beat?
I'm going to be on beat.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
I tried to do that other stuff one time just
to try to play with it, and it just didn't work.
No, I never was going to put it out or anything. I just wanted to see. Like how
do it feel to be just off sync?
How do you do it? But it's offbeat to us because we listen. and we off on a completely different subject here, but it's offbeat to us because our ears are tuned to listen to the beat on the 4, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But theirs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's like it's a different. So if you listening with that, it's not offbeat. To me, it's still offbeat.
Yeah, well, yeah, they don't even try to do it on
some,
beat.
I might
is
be
where I'm
making
going.
Excuses, but
because they not even trying to be on beat, bro.
I'm an acceptor. I accept the youth.
Well, then accept the fact that I am.
But I'm not accepting
the person that I am. So you're gonna accept them, but you won't accept. Okay, that's cool. Sound like some hater right there. That sound like some hate.
I can't accept you as a
that sound like a hate, man. That sound like a hate move, man.
Let's do some.
Well, DJs, MCs are the same thing. I'm just saying.
If you had to throw a party like the Humpty Humps, what would it be? What would be the equivalent? Like what would be the song, or what would be the person you would use? Because the Humpty Hump was a song.
Correct.
The person. What would be the song or the person for this generation where you could be like, I'm going to throw up blank, blank, and it's going to be lit? What would it be?
Well, now you got all of these. There's so many different songs. So you got the Bad Bitty, you get what I'm saying, by JP. So you would have to go through that. You'd have to go through the 414 Big
you
Frank.
Have to do a Milwaukee song.
You have the Chicken Pete, huh?
You saying Milwaukee's big enough that you would have to use a Milwaukee song. You wouldn't have to.
I got national songs, but I thought you were speaking on Milwaukee,
I'm just saying,
for Milwaukee.
Like what would you do if you were doing Humpty Humps now, Homer Blow, 30 years later, 35 years later? If you were doing Humpty Humps now, how would it go about being done?
It's easy because people are so faddish, and there's so many songs that are it right now, and we are in a TikTok age, so which makes it, because I could do the How Do You Want It jam, because they got the TikTok dance for How Do You Want It. I can do the $1 Million Baby jam because the $1 Million Baby song. You feel what I'm saying? So it's so many songs that. Because of the TikTok mind, like they only want 30 seconds. Yeah. They only want 30 seconds, but it becomes viral. So when it becomes viral and you say, oh, we doing the How Do You Want It jam, people going to be like, oh, yeah, because they do this and they, you know what I'm saying? They know the dance.
So you do 2
and
or 3
all of that.
How Do You Want It jams, then you switch it up as something else.
Yeah, because it's quick. Yeah, because it's quick.
You got
it's quick, bruh. It is quick. It is quick. And it's like, there it go, and now it's out.
So the legend just gave y'all a roadmap to do something. If y'all really serious about doing something for the youth and having something happen, there you go. Homer
all right,
gave you the roadmap.
We got that YouTube, Black.
What did you have to do, Andrew?
Yeah,
had to troubleshoot a couple things, Dame, but you know what? That's why they call me the Wiz.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
Then who did it? Whose fault is it? Let's talk about that.
Who's not my fault.
Who's
I
to
have
blame?
No blame in this.
Okay,
Am I to blame? Because I'm over on the YouTube
So with you troubleshooting, how did you find it then?
I went into ChatGPT. I said, "How do I fix this problem?" and it popped it up for me.
Okay. Now that was smart. See, that's a TikTok move. You feel what I'm saying?
There you go. Let's go to ChatGPT.
So come on, YouTube chat people. You are Black in the mix.
And
y'all say welcome, Black.
It says live commentary mode is off. There you go.
There you go. Alfonso Fair said, awesome. There we go. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Andrew, you could have
Give yourself some applause. Give yourself some applause.
Look, you could have said a bunch of stuff. You could have been like, I know a little bit about something. I did this, I did that. I went in here and did X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And then I was able to get us. You kept it 100 on the truth. You said, I ChatGPT'd it, and this is what they told me to do.
And it worked.
I AI'd it.
And it worked.
And this is what they told me to do.
And it worked.
That's honesty, brother. I appreciate that.
That's all I'm saying. Cries Cone, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said drifting is dangerous. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt.
He's right.
Alfonso Dupree said it was the Democrats' fault. So again,
Democrats and the Republicans, it's everybody's fault.
Now we can kind of get Black to where we are. And another thing, though, Dame, that I wanted to get into, but I think maybe we can talk about it tomorrow because I'll probably read the criminal complaint where they was talking about the Wild Wild West shootout that happened on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, and the teens that were involved and the fact that 2 people lost their life and 3 others were also shot during that situation. So, yeah, I definitely want to end up dealing with that.
Say that for tomorrow. That's
man. Yeah, because
you can tease it a little bit now, pause, but that's a whole subject.
Yeah, it is. It is. It absolutely is, and we definitely need to talk about those kind of things because unfortunately they're not random. Like, it is common. Like, there was a 16-year-old that got shot this weekend. Like, it's a lot of teens that are losing their lives in these shootouts and these switches, man. Like, it's so many rounds. Like, when you even look at the USFIR page on social media, it's talking about multiple shot in the legs multiple times. Yeah. Multiple ain't just got shot twice. You feel what I'm saying? When they saying,
I get the emails every morning.
Okay.
Every morning we get the emails from the Milwaukee Police Department, and they say they give the little press release to all those that would need to know this information. And it's crazy. And you know what's even more crazy? A lot of times it be cats in their 40s getting shot.
Right.
And I'm like, what are you doing with, unless we've talked about this in the past, unless you're out there protecting your family or doing something like that, why are you getting shot on 16th and 16th and North? Why are you there? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of times it's these young cats that these older people are going to say, hey, man, they think they're going to talk to them a certain way. And these young cats is like, no, you're not. And here go the switch. Blah, blah, blah. And boom, 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 boom. And everybody sprayed up. So I think we need to know who you dealing with and what type of mentality they may have and approach them like that. If you're going to approach somebody, approach. And a lot of times listen, and we can talk about this more tomorrow, but I was watching the Boondocks this weekend. I watched the whole first season, and I forgot how funny this show was, yo. But it also touched on a lot of real subjects, and it was like you have NIGGA moments where somebody bumps into somebody, and now they talking crazy to each other, and both of them get shot. They shoot each other. That was what happened on the Boondocks. But a lot of times, that's what's happening in these streets. When the police go and they do the investigation and they find out what it was about, they're like, what the hell? You know? And my pops always told me, this is another short story. I was driving down the street, driving down 27th, on 27th and Capitol. I just got my license. I was 16, 17. Pops was like, man, you drive. So I'm driving the car. Dude pulls up on the side of me, kind of mean mugging me, right? And so I'm like, I roll the window down. What is you looking at, brother? What's happening? I didn't talk as nicely as I am. What is you looking at? What's happening? What you want? Wham. And then he drives off. I drive off. We arguing some more. Pops like, man, pull over. So I pull over and stuff like that. And Pops is just like, now you arguing with this man, and y'all get into it. Now it done escalated. Now if you had a gun, you shooting at him, he's shooting at you, and the headline reads, the bottom line is, people in road rage shoot each other. You don't even know why he mean mugged me.
Right.
So the bottom line is you got mean mugs. So it's about emotional stability and being able to handle things.
Man, hashtag that part, hashtag facts. I always talk about how emotions will come in and ruin a lot of things. Andrew, if we could put up, since we are black on our YouTube with comments, as we get ready to go into our final segment when we return, a poll of how likely are you to attend a community meeting? Like, you feel what I'm saying? So if those meetings, because they're not attended, like when we see white people have meetings, it's an overflow room that they need to have. But when it's talking about our suggestions of how we can stop some of this dangerous activity that's going on or the crimes, we don't have enough people to show up. So how likely are you to attend a community meeting or something in that lane? We got to take care of some bills. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Ride the wave to clean at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for a winning shine. Become a monthly member and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 per day. Plus, skip the wait in the fast lane and enjoy unbeatable amenities like free vacuums and tire air. Visit any of their convenient locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, Mount Pleasant, and New Berlin. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Learn more at tsunamiexpress.com.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, it's time for Tacos and Tequila Fest. It's going down Saturday, September 13th at Franklin Field. Enjoy your favorite throwback hits with performances by Lil Jon, Pretty Ricky, B.O.B. B.O.B. back out here?
Yes, sir.
Trina, and more. I'll go see Trina. This event is strictly 21 and up. So leave the kiddos at home and get ready to vibe out. And guess what? We've got your chance to win free tickets to the hottest fest of the year, right here on 101.7 The Truth. We'll be giving tickets away to lucky callers. Make sure you tune in for your chance to win tickets to Tacos and Tequila Fest. Hey, listen here. I didn't read that before I read that. I'll go see Trina.
Mm-hmm.
The baddest. Woo! Trina still look good.
Yes, she does.
If you've seen some pictures of her, she still look good right about now.
Yes, sir.
She's still looking good.
So our poll is up on our YouTube page. How likely are you to attend a community meeting? Are you very likely, somewhat likely, or unlikely? And please be honest, because we know we need your truth. So, we can find out, is there a paradigm shift in the people that have issues with things that are going on in and around our city and in and around our communities? Are we going to put action behind the words that we have? Social media is bogged down with a lot of angry constituents and, city people that live here in the city. But when it's time to show up, to show out, so to speak, but in a way to where you got those people that you were saying, we need this, we need that. Well, here they're bringing them all to the table. Now, where are you? Where are you? You got your sons and daughters and nieces, nephews, grandkids, and they were like, because they ain't got nothing to do. Okay, blam. Here are these people. Now, are you going to show up, or is it going to be people that have came from other communities to end up talking about it? But we always see them on the news. We always, so I've deemed them the usual suspects. So that's why it's a lot of the meetings that I don't end up going to anymore, because I've been to so many and it's been such a dismal turnout.
Yeah.
And it's just the same, you know what I'm saying? The same voices. No, we need to hear the frustrated people that are in the community living in these areas. We need to hear from you.
And this is what, and you know what? I'm in that space.
Mm-hmm.
I handle community meetings and I organize them. And so we had those issues. When we got in office 10 years ago, we had those issues. How do we get people to come to these community meetings? Well, what do we need to do? And you know what I did? I took my hip hop experience, whereas when we are out on the road, instead of setting up a table off in the corner and having people come to the table, we walking through the crowds, selling T-shirts and selling shirts. How can I do that in the political sphere? And what I did was we came up with the Russ on the Block. And what that is we come to your block. We set up 50 to 60 chairs in the middle of the street, block off the street. Set up 50 to 60 chairs. We set up the stage. We bring all the department heads on your block. We did this for a couple of summers. It kind of stopped during the pandemic, and we started it back up a little bit. We did it a little bit, but we have a whole series. So we make 10 to 12 stops. So that means we have, for 3-4 block radius, everybody gets a card. So if you can't come to a meeting that's 100 feet away from you,
that's right.
Then I'm not expecting you. Then you can't say nothing now. You got to be quiet. But you know what would happen at those meetings? Those meetings would be packed. The streets would be full of people. The people would be standing on their porches, because we got microphones.
That's right.
That's right. People standing on their porches listening. They may not be asking questions, but they on their porches. They involved. So now you've gone to the people. So a lot of times, even though we have in these community meetings, we haven't involved those in the community that can actually get the people there. And see, I'm one of them people that can get the people there, so I figured it out. This is what we gonna do. We gonna go on a porch. We gonna be in the middle of the street. We gonna have, instead of going to Washington High School and then going to North Division and doing town hall there and the town hall there, and we gonna do 12 separate meetings, 12 separate little town halls on your block. And you know what? To this day, people still come up to Russ and I and say, that was the best idea y'all had. So you have to think differently and think outside the box.
Outside the box. You know, I talk about outside the box. Man, these are some of the staple things that I talk about. We cannot live inside the box. There's outside. You got to get outside. We got Al from Sherman Park on the True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Great morning, Al from Sherman Park. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth on this topic?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I'd like to see more Zoom options. So, like, I work in the evenings, so my lunch break might be the only time I can pop in to some of the meetings that they have in the evening.
Talking about City Hall meetings. You talking about City Hall meetings?
Any county, city.
That's what I mean.
You know, any of the community meetings, I think you should have a Zoom option. And then with the kids drifting, I think you should impound the cars, and they don't get them back till you go to court.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much, Al from Sherman Park. Appreciate it.
And Al, a lot of those meetings that you're talking about as far as with the city, they have Zoom options, but they also broadcast. Like the city has a broadcast channel that if you go on the city website, you can broadcast, and you put in broadcast, then it'll come up, and then you just press on that. Then whatever meeting is going on, you can see it. And I know the county does something similar. So it's out there to be seen if you want to see those meetings in the middle of the day.
Absolutely. And it also gives you instructions if you want to speak.
Yes.
On those hearings or the meetings that are taking place. So, again, it's like how I feel about parent-teacher conference. Man, they've made it so accessible to where it's the parent that works late. Well, we can do it this way. We can do it that way. And it still doesn't get the amount of attention and support that it needs to make sure our children are able to succeed. So we can locate problems early on if there are some issues going on with a teacher, with other students that You know, that you can find these things out because the teacher could probably say, well, whenever they're with this, because I remember, you know, sitting in and waiting for my parent-teachers conference to happen, and she was like, well, this student right here is really creating a problem because they end up getting together, and then he's not focusing on what he needs to focus on, or she's not focusing on. So that's important. Andrew, where are we at with the poll? How likely are you to attend community meetings? Very likely, somewhat likely, unlikely.
Unlikely leads at 46%.
That's a damn shame. See, and therein, in my opinion, is part of the problem.
What's the actual percentage of it? So unlikely is 40, 43.
46,
Somewhat likely
46%.
is 40%. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then absolutely going is what? What is that, like 10, 15% then at that point?
Right.
Very likely is at 20%.
Wow.
And see, the usual suspects. Hence, we get the usual suspects, and then when people say they ain't changed nothing, they ain't do nothing. But you didn't come out with the frustration that you may call in with, or that you may type, what frustrates you the most. You get what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? When people call, and a lot of times they gripe, and I ask them, well, I mentioned the community group in that area because we have the 15th district. We have some of the best community groups: Metcalf Park, Sherman Park, all these other different groups. Midtown. We have all these different groups that are very active. Lindsay Heights that are very active, right? So if you call and you live in one of those areas and you're griping to me, I'm like, when's the last time you went to a community meeting? And if you can't tell me the last time you went to a community meeting, that doesn't mean I don't hold your gripe to any less of a standard.
That's right.
But I'm telling you now, you need to start going to this community meeting. You have some good ideas. I say,
that's right.
You have some great ideas. You need to go to this community meeting and share that with the community. Well, I ain't got time. Well, okay.
Man, you got to help us to help you people.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end.
Because as a politician, we only can do what the people back us to do.
That's right. And then when you end up seeing them make a decision, be like, okay, well, we gonna do this, and then you be like, that's stupid. Why'd they do that?
Well, where was you?
Where were you? What is your truth and final thoughts on today?
My truth and final thought of the day is going back to the rust on the block and dealing. I think dealing with things as they come up. I think as a community, we need to find ways to incorporate where people are and bring them into the fold so that we can help them build themselves up, whether it be the person coming to the community meeting or whether it be the person that's doing the drifting. We need to bring them into the fold and try to help them become successful in what they're trying to do.
All right, my final truth for today is prayers to our friend, our brother, our teammate, Sherwin Hughes, as he continues to work to get better. Of course, he won't be on the air until he gets that 100% clearance from a doctor, which we need him to get. And if nobody has told you that they love you today, I want to let you know that I love you. I want you to please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the morning, afternoon, evening, night, and hopefully the things we got to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. I am the legendary Home Blow. He's the legendary
Dame Elsie.
We will talk to you on tomorrow. Holla black.
Peace.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at